Yes, so today we want to see how to install WordPress in XAMPP, or what we call localhost. We will be installing WordPress using XAMPP that we installed. So whatever you installed, that XAMPP, to get it clear, XAMPP is the form of server that can only work offline. Like you cannot access it. Like you cannot share a link of your work with someone and share on them via, maybe send them a link. There's no way you can do that because it is only accessible to that specific machine that has installed them. And because your files will be local, you can only access them locally. So let XAMPP not confuse you between, let XAMPP not confuse you. XAMPP is a server. Treat it as a server. The WordPress that we will install today, I don't expect anyone to have gone through the installation. It is good to read my messages clearly. There's no way I said you install WordPress. I only said download. So I will show you how to install WordPress from today, and then now you can go ahead and continue working now using WordPress. So the first thing is always to install it. So that is where we'll be. So in a few minutes, in a few seconds, I'll be sharing my screen. And I see hand up of Kevin. You have a question, Kevin?
Yes, sir. I have installed my XAMPP and it's not running the Apache. Can I work with it like that?
Why is it refusing to start the Apache module?
I can share my screen and you can see the details that it is bringing.
Okay. Do you have Bravin? Why is your mic on? You can mute yourself. Okay. Kevin, as I said, do you have Skype in your machine?
No, I don't have Skype.
Okay. So it is refusing to start because the XAMPP has a lot of problems when you have other software. There's no a common way of solving a problem on that if it refuses to work on a certain module.
But can I work with it like that without learning the Apache?
Now it will not start the operation because you need those two operations. You can work with it, but it will not load it. But what we can do is you can still follow up and see maybe you can get a solution after the class.
Excuse, I have a question for Kelvin.
Yes.
Mr. Kelvin, do you have a firewall in your laptop?
Yes, I have a firewall.
And by the way, firewall, did you accept
put it off?
I put the firewall off.
Yes. This is what you do.
Yes.
And install that XAMPP.
Yes.
Delete the applications which are there.
Yes.
Then make sure that the firewall is off.
Yes.
Is when you download the XAMPP again, it will work.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Emmanuel. And another thing, while you are installing the XAMPP, it will not give you an option to allow access the firewall. It gives you an option.
I allowed the access and okay. I allowed all access to pass the firewalls. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try what Mr. Emmanuel has told me.
That's the problem. Just put off the firewall. Just make it that it is inactive. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just deactivate it. It is active. That's why it can't allow you to access the XAMPP. That's the problem.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Emmanuel. Emmanuel has helped us on that. All right. So we continue. So I'll be sharing my screen. So the first thing you should do when you have a XAMPP is to start it. Let me show you. Yes. So here we have a XAMPP control panel. So in order for you to use it, you must start these two operations, Apache and MySQL. It is essential for you to start them. So you start the Apache and you start MySQL. These are the two main operations that we need for our project to be online. So after you have done this, you can close this, then you can go to the browser. Let me share on the browser. So on the browser, we will write a link to test if indeed our yes.
Excuse, your screen is not visible. The content has disappeared. It's just
Yes,
empty.
yes, I've stopped sharing so that I can share another screen.
Okay.
So I'll be sharing a link. I'll show you how to now test if the server is indeed working. You can start the operation, but it might not work in some case, but that is 1% chance of not working. So now on the browser here, I will write localhost, then /. Then watch what happens. I'm not using my mouse on this. I'll not click here using my mouse. I will not click Google search. I will just click enter on my keyboard. Why do I say that? Because many people will try to do the mouse thing, and when you click the mouse, it takes you, and you are not good, for example. You are trying to access a directory inside your computer. So that's why we use enter. So in this class, we will be using a lot of enter to signify that you can proceed now to the next place. So in this browser, I've just typed localhost /. Now, if you receive this website, it means that your server is working and the server is online. So if you don't get a screen like this, then your server is not online. So, Hilary, you have a question? Go on.
Okay, sir, I don't have a laptop. How can I be helped? Because I see this everything to access is a laptop, and I
Yes.
have only a smartphone.
Yes, as I said, this class, that is usually the first requirement. Without a computer, is very hard for you. So you can just follow up the class, and you usually have a laptop, or it is only today.
I don't. Iliharibika.
Okay. If you have like a friend, that is the only way, because we are learning. It was somewhere you can share it without shared with a friend. But now it is online, so it will be hard. But yes, the way is if you have a friend with a laptop, maybe you can borrow during the learning time, because we only have in classes Monday and Wednesday evening. If you have a friend who can help you with that, it will be beneficial to you. All right.
Okay, sir.
So if you get a screen like this, then that is how you test if the server is working. You only write localhost. Now the word dashboard here is just outputting itself here. It's not something I wrote. So you only write localhost / enter. You get a screen like this. So this is a website that signifies that you are online. Victor, you have a question?
I'm inquiring you had a pre-installed XAMPP. Then to uninstall it or just look like this for itself.
Pardon?
I already has got installed in it. Do I need to uninstall it, or I can just go ahead with the installation? Is there any harm if I do uninstall?
You have XAMPP and you are installing another XAMPP. Is that the question? I'm not getting you
Yes,
clearly.
thing that I
Maybe you
have.
can use the chat, please, because I'm not getting you clearly. But if
Okay,
you
I'm
have
saying,
uh-huh.
I'm using a laptop which already has a XAMPP installed in it.
Yes,
When I
you
click
don't
on
need to
C.
you don't need to reinstall it again. Because
Okay.
we only need XAMPP. We don't mind if it is a fresh version or an old one, provided you have it.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Mm. Okay. Now there's someone asking. Now I don't have a Windows machine for sure. If I had, I could demonstrate, but the same case when you come to, you can see this is my browser. If you come to write download XAMPP, it will take you to this site, Apache Friends. So it will have option XAMPP for Windows, XAMPP for Linux, XAMPP for Mac OS. So you just download it right away. You just download normally. Then on the installation, you just install the way you install a normal software in your machine. Then because you just click next up to the end, then you click finish. It was so easy, that's why I told you to do it on your own. So maybe I don't know if you were stuck on Mac OS, you did not get the right version, because there is a right version for Mac OS here. Just download any version here. They are all stable. If you have Linux, you just go with anyone. For Windows, guys, you can just go with any version. So for whoever asks that question, maybe if you had a challenge of finding this is where you get it. For the installation, you just double click, it will give you like the next button up to the end. It is like you just have to accept everything up to the end.
Mwalimu, I have a question. My hand is deactivated. I don't know if you can return it. My question is, how will we manage if this laptop is the only we are using? Now, if you are using it, how will I use it? Because when you are using it, my work is to see. How will you assist us? Ama, you need to have two things.
Two things, how? Maybe elaborate. Yes. Maybe you can come again and help me understand you again.
Okay. Let me say this. You said we need to have a laptop.
Yes.
Yes, now we have that laptop. Now, when you are presenting, I cannot use my laptop because I need to see what you are doing.
Yes.
Now the question is, how will we manage now?
Okay. Now let's say now after, because you must follow up something so that you can understand. So tomorrow when I give you assignment, how will you do it without a laptop? Maybe that will be another question. But I understand what we do. You see, when we are learning, it is good to follow, because we also share recordings. I said I will start sharing recordings today because it is a practical class. So we will share the recordings. So your work is to follow for now. You will have a recording of doing the same things. But for now, today we want to do the installation together. So I want everyone to install, because once we install together, then it is easier for you to do the work on your own later, like some work like adding pages, customizing the website. But now for today, I want everyone here to follow up with me. I will go very slow so that we can install the WordPress. So we'll do this together. But now as we proceed, you can be following up with the class. Then you can do the recording later so that you do now your work on your own.
Thank you, Mwalimu.
Okay.
Understood. Thank you very much.
All right. Now we have a lot of questions. We will dwell here on the questions. Emmanuel, you can go on with the question.
I've sorted my issue, sir.
Okay, thank you. Victor? Oh, your question is answered. And Stanley, I don't know how your hand was disabled. I did not do anything on my side to disable. Chris Paul?
Don't know. I just realized I don't have a hand. I was trying to raise, I don't know I can get it, but
Okay, no problem.
thank you.
Please, come on.
Okay, my question is, I already have the XAMPP installed.
Yes.
But now the issue on the one.
Now
we are getting.
Okay, what is the question on WordPress? Please, Paul.
I'm having a challenge on how to download that one.
Okay, let me demonstrate later.
All right.
Victor, last question. I think Victor has forgotten his hand is up. So I will assume he had already asked the question. So we go on. So this is how you download WordPress. I shared also an easier link to do that. So this is how you do it. What do I do? I need to come here. I'll open a new tab. On the new tab here, we get this under here. So on the new tab here, you just write download WordPress. WordPress. So you follow the first link here, wordpress.org. It should take you right away where the file is. So you just scroll down, download and install it yourself. Just click this file, download. Then it has started downloading automatically. Please follow. So that is how you do it. Ensure your link is /download. You just write download WordPress, it should take you right away. You can also click this button on the right side. You click this link. Now this link is also taking you here because it is the same thing. So that is how you locate the WordPress file. I don't know if I've helped you this one.
Yes, I'm there and it's downloading. So I'm waiting to see what will happen after it has downloaded.
Okay. After you download it, it becomes a zip file. So that's where now we start today. So let's jump in.
Oh.
Let's jump in now right away. So I wanted now we will we do this like this. We close these multiple tabs for Windows I have. All right. So now I was on this screen. I will close these download quick screens. So I will only remain with this. So this is how you test if your server is working. And your server will only work once you start two operations, Apache and MySQL. It will only work at that scenario. After that, after you start those two operations. So after you start, that is it. You can close the XAMPP. It will start, it will run on the back end. So now, okay. So now what we can do is, Robert, you have a problem. You can share your screen. Let us see if I can help you on that. Share your screen right away. I've seen your message.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay. Nini? Sijui kama unanipata.
I get you.
Yeah, so the problem is mali niko kuna network problem kidogo, then I joined using my phone. So sijui kama mnaweza ngoja kidogo nifungue nini because I joined using my phone.
Okay, we will wait. We'll continue. You will notify me on the message if you are ready.
Yeah, I'll let you.
Okay. All right. So now we will, now my example is downloaded. So I'll go to mute yourself, Robert, or anyone who has their mic on. So I have my files downloaded. So my files are here. It is only one file now. It will become a folder later. It is a zip file. So I need this zip file. So let's start.
Share the screen.
Share the screen, please.
I'm not sharing.
Share your screen.
So I hope you can see my screen. So now let's continue. So what I do is this is the zip file that has just downloaded right now. So I will cut it the way it is. So I'll cut it. I will show you where to do the everything. So let's cut it. We are trying like to move it to XAMPP folder. And which folder do I want it? Where do I want us to move this folder? So you cut, when you come here, you cut. You come to your drive C, your XAMPP or any software you install. It goes to drive C or local disk C. So on the local disk C, you can see your files. So now I will come to XAMPP. So watch this path, XAMPP, local disk C, or what you call drive C. It might be different in your machine. XAMPP, ht. Okay, so now what we do is after we come to ht, we will paste our folder here. I will right click on an empty. The reason I'm right clicking far end, this is basic computer knowledge. When you maybe you select a folder and you right click, it will paste inside that folder. So we don't want that. So just click any white space, then paste it there.
Lim, you have to repeat from cutting. Just repeat kindly.
All right. So it was here. Okay, so I can't redo the cutting, or maybe I move the file again. So it was on the downloads. So if it is on the downloads, we are just like moving the file. So what should be important is which folder am I moving it to? So once you copy, let's say this is not the, let me check it again. So it is here. So we'll cut it. I will take it to downloads where I started it. So it is here. So now the file is, in most cases, mine goes to download. So you should know where yours goes to. You know your machine better. But in most cases, it is downloads. So on the download, I will come here. I will cut. Then I will come to drive C. I only have drive C. My machine is SSD. If you have both drives, only go with C. The one that has C, or it might not be C. Maybe you have renamed it, but it is where you install your softwares by default. So on here, you come to XAMPP. You should see XAMPP if you have already installed XAMPP. Come to htdocs. On the htdocs, this is where we paste there. You can see the path here clearly. From my PC to drive C to XAMPP, then to htdocs, because there are multiple folders here. But I only go with htdocs, which is number 6 from top. So here I can just paste. So it is pasted here. So I've not done anything great. I'm just moving the folder, this file to ht.docs folder. You should write this part down. We only place all our files under htdocs, nowhere else. Once you get to XAMPP, you only locate htdocs. You don't mind what the other folders do. This is the most important folder. This is like file manager of XAMPP. This is where all files, all your website files, you can store them. You can store them here and you can be able to access them. If you store these files into another folder, which is not htdocs, then when you go to the browser, because we connect the browser with the server using localhost, that is how you access the files. So when I access the files on the browser with localhost, and you do not place the files inside htdocs, then you will not find them. So ensure you are coming to this folder only and not anything else. So XAMPP htdoc. So once here, I need to extract this because this is a zipped file, as you can see. I can't use a zipped file anyway. So I need to extract it. So I'll right click, then I will come to, I have different options to extract. I have like extract all, extract files, extract here, extract to WordPress 6.622. So I'll choose this same file name. It will become a folder now. So I choose that option for extracting. It is easier because it just places the folder here, not away from where I can see it. So that is the best way to unzip a folder that you can use, especially the WordPress file. Because now you can see it is already here. So once it is finishes, we will just come inside this folder and work on it right away. So this is the easier one. If you know how to extract, you can use any other way, but this is the most sure way to do this. So we wait for it to finish. That's your question.
My question is, hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
What if when I downloaded the WordPress, I did unzip it, so niliweka tu kwa desktop but si kwa unzip. Naweza ikata alafu ni paste tu kwa hiyo hot docs.
Yes, copy it and cut it. Cutting is a bit faster than copying. Cut it, come to htdocs and place it there, then use extract while it is there.
So I can be able to extract it from there.
You can extract it anywhere. I just made the work easier. Instead of extracting it somewhere and moving it, we start by doing all the work under htdocs.
Okay.
This is just normal files. You can just extract anywhere, even if it is on the desktop, on the downloads, and you just move it here.
All right. Thank you.
So we have there's a message here from Kevin. Kevin, we have not started installing anything. We are just moving files, and the right folder is drive C XAMPP htdocs. So if you have downloaded your XAMPP, check the XAMPP, the file. You can see it. Cut that file. Check that file. Come to drive C. You'll see drive C on your PC like this. Drive C. Go to XAMPP. Come to htdocs. It is folder number 6. Unless there are changes on this stuff, this XAMPP. it will be folder number 6. So htdocs, you open htdocs, then you paste your cut file there. After you paste it there, like mine is here, you right click and then you choose extract to the same folder, and you can see it is WordPress 6.2.2. So you choose that file, you choose that option to extract to that particular folder. After it is done, it will just place the folder there. Like you can see it is here now. I can open to see files now very easily. So I can see the file. So ensure you come to htdoc. So you just cut the file and you place it there. So that is just minimal. There, you don't need a lot of knowledge on that. So now after you cut that file, it should not take you minutes to extract depending on your machine speed. Less than 2 minutes should be done. That's why you should not be running a lot of applications when you are working. Ensure you put up your YouTube, your music that you might be listening to. Ensure only you are running the browser and XAMPP so that your machine does not slow. So I hope I'm clear on cutting that file. So now after you have placed it there, you can go ahead and delete. You don't need it, but in future, if you make a mistake of forgetting a password, you can do the same and create a new WordPress file. So I can delete now. I don't need it because I already gotten my folder, which has all the files that I need. So I hope I'm clear on that. So that is just basic. We just copy the files and extract it. You remember we said you be computer proficient. That was the reason. So that a lot of the words doesn't confuse you, like extracting file and compressing file. So that now our work is focusing on the advanced part. I realize some people might have a problem with extracting. This is because you don't have a software to handle the extraction. Some computers come with it by default, but if you don't have it, I can share a quick tip. Come to the browser. If you don't see an option to extract, just write download WinZip. You see it is even suggested. So click download WinZip. Then come to winzip.com. It is here. You just open this folder. It gives you a trial. I believe there's a trial for the version. I'm using WinRAR, but WinZip can work. I believe WinZip is very fast. Yeah, there is a 21-day free trial. So you can just download this very fast if you don't see an option to extract. It just means that you can't have the. It means that you don't have an option to extract. Someone said they can't see my screen. Chumba, you can't see my screen where I'm showing the WinZip.
Yes, I can't.
As if you're using two screens, Mwalimu.
Yeah, all of us can.
Okay.
The Windows Explorer, then.
All right. So you just download here. This should take you 2 minutes. Then you go ahead and extract. We can focus on downloading this software. This is pretty basic. You can go on and download it so that we can proceed with the other important part. And if you have a challenge with extracting and you see the option to extract, let us know. There are experts here. We can help you. And I believe also other people in the group can also be able to share. The software is called WinZip. As you can see on this screen, WinZip. Win, W-I-N. So, where was I?
Which screen are you showing? Which screen are you using? Because the one that it was with WordPress, the first one is the one we are seeing. WinZip, we can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it. Yes, that's why I asked, because in some cases, the screen refuses to transition when you are using Zoom. So we encounter this a lot. So it is good to respond to which screen you can see. So I was sharing this screen on the browser, even though I talked about everything. So this is the software I was saying. Come to your browser and you just go inside winzip.com, or you just write download WinZip. It should help you download it. So let's take 5 minutes break. Then we come back. So let's take 5 minutes break as we others copy that file. Then we come back. We continue. So I'll share my screen and I will be on the HT docs now. So let's retain the question on the end. Let's at least try to see how we can do this. Let's first at least install this WordPress and have those questions there, because we are just moving files here and there. We have not done anything. But I appreciate the questions, because the questions are what guide us. And once you are answered, you are able to do now the next thing on your own, which is good. So I appreciate your questions. Let's now see how we can. Let's see how we can now install it. I've just downloaded, and ensure your mic is off, please. Anyone? Ensure your mic is off.
Class ilianza 7.
Chris Paul, watch your mic, please. I've already muted you. So, so we have the folder here. Okay, there's another one who has a mic on. Maggie, when you are joining, please turn off your mic. You are speaking with people on the background. Yeah, you can hear you, and it's not good. So this is the file, the folder now. Initially, it was a zip file like this. This is also another installation of WordPress. I don't need it here. It is just here. I even forgot to delete it. But if you need, you just delete the zip file, because it has already worked. So here is the folder. Here is the folder that we all should have after the unzipping process. It is here. Then you can open to see the files. Now here, you see I have two folders. This is the first folder I open. That is one. Second is this one, WordPress. So I don't need to have two folders. Why don't I need to have two folders? Watch what happens. So I'll copy this link. This is how to copy a link, but this is don't do this. I'm using this to demonstrate.
Rudi nyuma kidogo.
Where? HT docs.
Hapo sawa.
Yeah, so I'm just saying I have two folders. That is one. This is second folder. The second folder is the one that has file. It is WordPress. So I don't need to have two folders. But before we decide why I don't need two folders, you can see the reason on the browser. So I'll go to the browser. I will share the screen on the browser. So now on the browser, I want to write something here. So the folder that I've copied is here. So I will paste it there. Then I will start editing. The reason I copied is I can't write all this data, because I will forget where there's an underscore and where there's a dot. And we don't need add names here. So I don't recommend you to edit a URL. There's a lot of ways to do this. You can just write it slowly, one by one. So you'll ask questions about this later, like after I do this. So watch what happens. I want to explain this concept. So you see, on the browser here, I have to go through two folders in order to access my original files that I need. Now, keep in mind that I don't have to be tired. in order for me to see my work. I should see my work easily. So I don't need to be coming here to the browser and remembering all these names. It's a lot of work. So I will eliminate the first one first. Then I will click enter. So watch what happens. It should load. Okay. My server is off. I had forgotten to start it when I was demonstrating. So I will reload. So you see, on this particular screen, there's a problem. Now, as a person who is building a website, I don't want to be going through this process every day, because after I write the first folder, it takes me to the second folder, because the second folder is the original folder which has the files that are for WordPress. So I have to click the second folder like this, so that after clicking the second folder, you see now everything starts to load. So watch what happens. So you see now it is loading WordPress. So I don't want to go all this process of writing all these folder names in the browser in order to reach this screen. So it is straightforward. I just want to eliminate the first folder. That is the concept I'm explaining. So we are going to eliminate this folder, this WordPress -622 1 year. I want to eliminate it. I only want to remain with. I only want to be typing. The only thing I want to be typing, let me show you. I want to be coming to the browser and typing localhost /WordPress. I don't want to type anything else like the folder name like this one. This is very long. It will take us a lot of time to write this and even remember. So I only want to be writing localhost, then WordPress. Then once I click enter, I should see the screen that will come now. Direct. It will not load any screen for now, because it will tell us maybe this file is not found or something like that. Unless I have a node file called yeah. So this is a node file that I might have on my PC, which I should delete it right now. So I'll delete that folder called WordPress, because it seems I have a lot of these folders and I don't want this folder. So once I come to refresh, it will tell me now not found, because I have to go through the process of writing that long folder, and I even can't remember it unless I copy it from below here. So I have to just click like this in order to access the WordPress. So I don't need this work. I want to eliminate this. So that's where now I was talking about eliminating that folder. So let's see how to eliminate. Let's see how to eliminate that folder on the HT docs. So this should not confuse you. I just want to remain with the inside folder. So what can you do if you want to remain with the inside folder? I will ask you this question. I only want to remain with this folder inside, which is called WordPress. I don't want this longer name. I want the inside folder. So what can I do? Someone answer me. Anyone, you don't have to raise your hand. I need the inside folder, the folder inside that. Then I will delete the outside folder, because I don't need the outside folder, because the inside folder is the folder that has the real files. So I only need the inside or the second folder. So what can I do?
According to me, the way to do it is
Yes.
to copy the inside folder.
Very good.
So you can cut or copy paste.
Yes.
And then come and paste it in these HT docs.
Yes.
Then you will have to delete that WordPress -6.2. So
yes,
the folder you'll remain with is the inside folder.
Yes, very good. So Ranu has just understood my concept very easily, and I'm happy that I was able to make you understand. So most people just get confused and it should not confuse you. You just come inside this file folder. You just come inside of this. If you can see it, I believe you can see it. Ranu, can you see it?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Okay. So once I'm inside this, like I'm already inside the first folder, and I need this second folder, which has the read files. So I'll just select, then I will cut because I need this. This is what I need. I will cut. Then I will go back to htdocs like Ranu has said. And I will paste. I will paste there. And you see now the WordPress is here. Now our old folder, which was WordPress 6.2, it is now empty. You can even see the placeholder, the name. It is telling you it is empty. When you open, it is empty. Why? Because we have cut the inside folder that we needed. So now on the browser, on this browser, you see this folder. I don't have to type a lot of things here in order to access my file. I don't have to go through this first folder, which was WordPress 6.2.1/WordPress. Now, once I type this, it will bring error. Why? I don't have it, not found. Now, what I will be typing is only localhost /WordPress only, and you will see we see the WordPress screen. So now we have managed to eliminate the first folder successfully, and now our work is easy. Even if I go like a week, I will come and know that my folder name was called WordPress. So I will just go to the browser and type localhost/WordPress. So if you are using localhost to access your files, ensure you start with the localhost all the time. All the time. That is a rule. If you don't use localhost, there's nothing you are going to find. Watch. So you see it is going to Google because it is interpreting this as a name. So ensure you always start with localhost. Localhost is the same as www. In our website, any website that is online, even if it is this Zoom, when you double click like this, it is starting HTTPS. So now HTTPS in our case, HTTPS is an online server. Localhost is a local server. So I believe we are okay on that. So that is the most important step. You cut the inside folder and you take it back to htdocs. Ensure you are on the htdocs folder. Ensure you're always on the htdocs. Anything you want to see on the browser, ensure you place it under htdocs. If you do that, you should not have any problem with installing any software, even if it is not WordPress. You can use XAMPP for anything. You can use XAMPP to code HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP. You can run any code on the XAMPP. So that was pretty clear.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I followed the due process which you have just explained.
Yes.
But mine is still bringing a file not. It is bringing not found.
Okay. You should check your browser. Like check your browser properly. You have the right name written there. Like you can see because there is something you can see. Is it written localhost /? It should be /, not backward /. Then /WordPress. You should not dwell about these names. Only ensure it is localhost /WordPress. Maybe you are forgetting / somewhere.
So should I have the slash between WordPress and localhost and also at the end of the WordPress?
Yes.
Oh, because I use only one slash between localhost and WordPress.
And one thing people try to do, let me show you. Believe you can still see this browser of mine. There's a lot of people in tech make this mistake. So can you see this screen I'm sharing whereby you can see Google? It is a fresh tab.
Yes, yes, we can see
Okay.
it.
So most people type links here, and we don't do that here. All links are typed above here. So watch what happens when I type a link here. Maybe this is WordPress. I'll copy this. Let me copy this link. It might load because I've already loaded it here. So the browser has a history of me loading this, so it might load. But in most cases, when you are starting out, it cannot load. So most people type it here. If it is starting with the localhost here, it will go through. But most people come here to the browser and they assume the browser knows what they want to type. Even if the contents are inside their computer, they want to give the browser all the authority. So they come here and they click something like this. Something which is not even, they should not click it. So this might go through because I have the XAMPP, but in most cases it goes to Google like this. And they say I'm not able to open this. So amongst ourselves, I know there are people who have tried this. So ensure all links are placed here. Any link you place here goes direct. So watch what happens. If you place a link on top here, it goes direct to where you send it to. So you see it is going direct. And now it was not going when I was placing the link on the center part. So rectify that. So we said you cut and paste the inside folder. The inside folder is only called WordPress. Everyone has WordPress. You will not be different on your side. You cut the folder which is called WordPress, which is inside that longer name, WordPress 622. You cut, you go to htdocs. Is just, you can go back, you can use the arrows, or you can just click the folder htdocs, then you paste. After you paste, your server is on, right? You come to the browser, you write localhost /WordPress. Then that's where I am. I've not moved along. Kevin, you have a question? Rachel, I saw your question. I hope I've answered you. Kevin, go on so that we can proceed.
Sam, my WordPress only have one file. It does not have the two files. It only have the 6.22 file.
When you open it, it is empty.
Yeah, it has the W admin and the other files, but it does not have a WordPress.
Okay, rename that outside folder to only WordPress. Remove the other items. Only remain with the WordPress.
Let me do that.
And if you rename it and you come to the browser, it should go. Mine still not working. What is the problem? Emmanuel Juma.
Can I share the screen so that you may help me? I see where the problem is.
Okay, go ahead. Manuel, I'm waiting for your screen.
Okay, this is where I am.
Okay, not yet. It is loading though. Give it some second.
You see this one?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Because this one, the folder now is empty.
Why are you using capital letters in our web development class? Okay, go on first. Go on. Sorry for interruption.
Okay, I may just change it.
Yeah.
I may just change it, rename. Word.
Let's normalize using small caps here if you are not writing titles of the website. So go on, Emmanuel.
So this is the thing. So when I try to come back to let me come back to the browser.
Okay.
The browser, I share the screen for the browser. Share the screen for the browser.
And to also share another screen, there's an option for new share. While you are still sharing the other share, it gives you an option to click to choose a new share so that you don't stop sharing, you continue sharing with the other screen. It is easier.
So you see this one, huh?
Okay, it is saying not found. Refresh. Not found. Okay, let's go to your htdocs. Click new share.
New share, where is that option?
New share. Can you see the? If you can't, maybe you can do the what you are just using. Maybe it is not on your side. It is on the admin maybe. Okay, open that WordPress. Open that WordPress folder. I hope it has files. Okay, remove that 6.22 above there.
This one.
Delete. Yeah, delete. Select and delete. Select. Okay, go to the browser, refresh. Okay, before that, remove that compressed there. There's a compressed file also there. Remove it from WordPress.
Which one?
That compressed 622 WordPress file.
This one.
Yeah, delete. Delete. Okay. Go to htdocs. Open that folder which is 622 WordPress.
This one.
Oh, it is empty. Okay.
It is empty.
Okay, go to the browser now and refresh. Maybe you can refresh on your site before you share. And you let us know. Sorted.
Still no change.
Is your server on? Show me your server control panel.
Okay. My server is on. My server. Sorry. My server is on.
Oh, it is on.
My server is on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you can do, close this quickly.
Yeah.
Go to htdocs quickly. You might have removed maybe an important file. Just close this and go to htdocs. Let me help you. Do the extraction again as you share the screen so that we can sort this out.
This one?
Yeah, do the extraction. Delete those WordPress, those two above there. You have the original file below there.
This one? I delete it.
Yeah, so delete that and delete that 6. Don't delete that one which is compressed.
This one.
Yeah, don't delete that one. We want to use that. So remove those other WordPress things above there.
This one also?
Yes. You have not selected it. Select, delete. Yeah. Okay, do extraction again. Right click that file that we need to extract. Yes, right. Select. Right click. Extract to that WordPress. Yes. Oh, it is done. Okay, go inside that folder. Go inside that folder. If it has finished. It has finished, eh?
Okay.
Or it is loading on the bottom there because I can't.
Yeah, it is still loading under.
Okay, once it finishes, notify me. Don't stop sharing. Is it finished?
It is almost.
Okay. Zachary, question.
Yeah, I'm wanting to start my control panel, but there is a problem. I don't know how to go about it. It cannot start.
This is the first time you want to start?
No, I tried earlier, but we were sorting other issues.
Okay. It is not starting.
Yeah.
You have Skype in your team?
I have only.
You don't have it?
Zima firewall. Zima firewall.
Yes,
but
try
yeah.
that. You have Zima the firewall. You close down the firewall.
All right.
In most cases, it is usually the firewall. If you on the installation you don't choose the option, it is usually for allow access or something. It gives you error.
Mwalimu, I'm done. It is done.
Okay, open that folder and do the cutting. Cut that file. Cut that folder. Cut. You can be doing using your keyboard. Yeah, it is faster. Then paste there. White space. Let's go to the browser now. Let's go to the browser. The first thing, I will not like you to load WordPress. Just load localhost alone on the browser. Share the screen of the browser.
I'm sharing.
Edit that link. Only load localhost. Maybe the server might not even be loading. Okay, so remove WordPress. Remove WordPress first. Remove, yes, up to / enter. Click enter. Okay, so it is working now. So open a new tab. Open a new tab. So now write your localhost / WordPress. Because everything is right in your computer, so it should work.
So this one?
No, don't click. We said we don't click here. We write names and use enter.
Okay.
We'll get a lot of challenges.
No.
Then another / then click enter. Not found. Wow, this is a new error now. Maybe try to restart your XAMPP, maybe, and if it prevails, maybe you can let us know if this is something.
Which one?
Try to restart your XAMPP, like the services, Apache and MySQL. So let's continue. Maybe this is a problem because everything is working. It should not bring you this error. So stop sharing. Once you do that and it prevails, maybe you can just let me know via the chat. Then we can see.
Excuse me. A quick one, Mwalimu.
Okay.
Where do I get Apache plus MySQL? That's show me that one alone because that's where I'm getting lost.
You go to the start bar and you are using Windows.
Windows.
You go to the start bar and you type XAMPP. It will show a screen there with the logo of XAMPP. Then you just open that XAMPP control panel. Then you start those operations. Apache and MySQL.
Okay, let me try.
Okay, why don't we first install this WordPress, then we can have the questions, because we are lagging behind and we have not yet installed. Yes, so let's install this WordPress. We can have the questions now after we install this. So now, this is the screen I had. If everything was right on the manual screen, you should just load WordPress and it loads into this screen. So this is the, maybe you can turn off your screen if you are on mute. You can tackle these things after install this.
I have a question as we proceed.
Okay. I wanted the questions to come behind after we do this.
All right. Although it was to do with where we are.
Okay. You can go ahead first.
I'm using a Mac. And when I did like you have done it already, it didn't give me the option of choosing the languages. It seems like it's a bit ahead. Is that okay?
That's okay. It is skipped in some cases.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So once we have this, we can just, because it is by default chosen in English. So you just click continue there. So now here it will ask you a lot of details. Do you have database name? Do you have database username? Do you have database password? So it tells you before getting started, ensure you know the following items. So now, okay, I believe you can see my screen. So let it not show you. So this screen, I want us to go to the database section. Why do I want to go to the database? We are just being told here, we have to create a database. We have to create a database. So you see, this is the database name, database username. So where can we get these files? So that's where now we are. So come to the new tab, you type localhost /PHP myadmin. There are multiple ways to find this PHP myadmin. This is the first way. What is the second way? Let me close this. This is the second way to find PHP myadmin. PHP myadmin is the database manager of localhost, or it is the database manager for XAMPP. So this is the second way, which I think it is easier for everyone. You type localhost alone and you click enter. On this website, you can see PHP myadmin here. I can click it. It is the same thing. You see, it is taking me to my database area. All the databases that I have from all my projects, they are all here. The same tab where I just typed it on the browser, it is also showing me the same thing. So this is the link. You can use this. I'll paste it on the chat. Anyone who wants, they can take it. But you can write it down. Ensure you are making short notes. As much as I'll share the link, it is good to have your notes because you understand them better. So I'll close one because they are the same. Why am I here on the PHP myadmin? I want to create a database. What is a database? Database is like the storage manager of your website. You must have a database. How do we create one? Very easy. One simple step and you are done. We are not even coding the database from scratch. You click new here. You see this, there's a link here. Click new. Once you click new, it gives you create database here. Create database. I just give it my name, any name. I'll use CH10 to signify code 10. It doesn't mean that you can't use a name without a number. This is just my style. You can put any name here. Ensure it is not WordPress or the name you are using for your website. Because that website name we call WordPress, we can change it tomorrow and it will still work the same way. But for the database, once you configure it, you cannot change. So I will use CH10. So I did what? I clicked new. It loads this create database. I put the name here. Ensure it is small caps. Don't use other uppercase letters, other small letters. Just use a very simple name. You can even use your first name. Then I click create. Then done. That is how you create a database. One simple step. You don't even create anything else. You just click new. Here, new. Then you add the name here, database name. Then you click create. So that is pretty easy. Pretty easy. So now here it has asked us if we need to know the following. And I already know my database name. I do not know the database username, but there's a syntax we use. I don't know the database password because I've not used any password yet. But there's a syntax we use. Database host, I know it is localhost, so don't worry. Only know the database name. Which is my database name? CH10. So now I can go to the next button to configure these items. So database name, I've used CH10, CH10. Everyone I've seen it is CH10. No space allowed. Username, watch this carefully. By default, if you want your database to have no username and password, you can just use root. By default, we use root to signify root is the super user. He can delete, he can create, he can update, he can drop the database and anything on the database. He can edit the database table, edit anything. So we use root. How do I root? How do I write root? R-O-O-T. Password, what do I write on the password? I leave the password empty. Why? I don't want, when I come to my database, like this, I don't want to have any password. I want to just access it right away. When I open the database, I don't want to see any password, like I have to pin a password to access my file. No, I want to access it right away. So that is why I just leave it empty. I don't put anything here. So the only thing I've changed here is the database name and the username. Database host is the localhost. I'm not changing that. Table prefix is WP underscore. I'm not changing that. We are only touching database name and username. Username, everyone, we use root. It's not only for me. And when you start with a capital R, you'll get an error. That's why I say we don't use capital letters here. So here for the database, you can use any name. I did not say you use CH10. Use a name that you can resonate with. I use CH10 so that I can be able to track the database I use for my cohorts. After this, I just click submit because what else could be done here? Nothing. I only came to put the database name and username. That is pretty easy. Then I click submit. Now, if everything you have put there is correct, according to your database here, your CH10 is correct, it will allow you to run the installation. Put your mic off, anyone who has their mic on. Run the installation. So now, welcome. You only see this screen if you have successfully done well on that screen. By what? By achieving the screen, like writing the correct database name, the correct username. Everyone will use root for the username. The database name, use any name. You can use your first name, your family name, any name, small caps. This is another place I want you guys to watch carefully. This is now the introductory screen to your website. Now we have forgotten about anything to do with database, anything to do with XAMPP, anything to do with now we are on the website. This screen is for the website. Now, what do you want to be your website title? It is here. Mine will be web development training. That will be the title of my website. What will be the username in order for me to log into my dashboard to continue editing my website? I will use admin. You can use your first name so that tomorrow you don't tell me I've forgotten my username. Can you do something to help me? I said you can't recover password. This is 100% offline. You only recover password if a system is online. And there's no manual way to change this username and password. So ensure you use your first name. Small caps again. So I will use admin here. Here on the password, I will use a very simple password I am used to. because I don't want to be struggling. I don't want to struggle with password. So password is there, username is there, site title is there. So site title will be your website title. Let me show you an example of a site title. I will use Zoom. So on the Zoom here, you can see the logo is here. Let me come to the full screen of Zoom. So you see this is the one platform to connect, one platform to create. So this is like the site title of Zoom, but you can see also it on top there. When I place my mouse, you can see one platform to connect, then /Zoom. That is the site title. Now after I am finished with installing this, when I place my mouse on top of my website, it will be saying web development training, because this is my website title. So sorry for that, Etienne. Email here, it is good to have your email. I will use a common email that I can remember tomorrow. Then here, I can choose this button or not. Why? My website is not online, so I'm not concerned if it will be indexed by Google or not. So I'll just continue to click install. So this screen is very easy also. You just know your website title. So I want you guys to have an idea of something that we will create in future, like a type of a website. Mine will be entirely on training services. So it will be focusing on writing content on training. I will build the website like an institution whereby we train on web development. So you guys, I want you to have a unique idea. If you have a business, you can create a website for that business. The name of the business, you put it here. If it is something like .Kenya, you write .Kenya here, .Kenya. If it is something like your own name, you can write maybe Patrick Kenya. So here I just click install. Then we are done with the installation. After this, it will prompt you to log in like this. It should give you a success. It is telling you WordPress has been installed. Thank you and enjoy. Username is admin. Password you are choosing password. So here I can just log in. In most cases, if you want it to be remembered, you can choose remember me. Right? Remember me, then log in. So after this, we'll see a dashboard. So this is now, it's telling you welcome to WordPress. So we have seen the dashboard, and we can also visit our website like a normal person would do if it was online. So this is the sample page we have. So this is the first class, and we have managed to install WordPress. Yes. So now let's take like 4 minutes break. Then we come back. Then someone will share their screen where they are. Then we will install now on their side. We will use it like a second screen to share. So let us take a break.